Welcome back to the third part of this new player experience. Or maybe not so new anymore, because we played for 4 hours and 25 minutes. We had some package missions, some mercenary missions, got a bit of loot, hunted some wildlives, and found some loot here at the station. Now, let's try out this 1SU container which we bought last time. Maybe it helps us to get a bit more loot. Now it worked. Let's go to the terminals, grab our ship and find ourselves a new mission.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has please visit.
Hangar 3 was written at the terminal, but I don't know, as soon as I enter the elevator I keep forgetting the hangar number. The backpack still isn't visible somehow. Got the tractor beam, multi-tool, pistol. We have a med gun. Not yet, but we grab ourselves a medical attachment for the multi-tool. Some med pens. Really? Maybe we can manually bring it inside. Can't drop the item. So let's test this out next time. Maybe then the server works. Let's close up the cargo bay. Back for the next mission. As always, don't forget the call to arms, you never know when you hunt down some enemies or criminals. I thought a very low risk target, but he's at this cave on Clio. This means you have to fly more. Razor's Edge. Let's go with a very low risk target. Maybe we can get ourselves another gun, because we have one over here, two over here, but there is one missing over here.
You are clear to launch.
Welcome. Your journey. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Maybe if we turn off the quantum drive at the right point.
Quantum travel engaged. Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Ah, it worked okay. 100 kilometers is okay if you're out in space. Mustang is really fast out in space. And for some screenshot. So let's stick low to the ground. Maybe we can salvage one more gun. Hopefully there's something left for us. Reset the power triangle. Hit weapon and shields.
Contact.
An origin.
Contact.
The other one is an Aurora. He's fast.
Shield hit. Target has been destroyed.
The other guy. Come on. Go down to the ground. Come on. He is too far away. Maybe he follows me a bit. On. Follow me. What the heck? Serious, sir, relax. Wait, what? What? Stay here. Come on. Am I able to hit him?
Shield hit.
Just a bit more. Ah, he keeps getting up. He is glowing red, but not exploding.
Target has been destroyed.
Finally. Let's wait for him to hit the ground. Check for another laser. Oop. Maybe just check.
Landing
Let's
gear
have a short look.
engaged.
Looks like there is one weapon that's still attached. Turning off the engines, as usual. Yes, they are still here. Forgot to unlock my ports. Locked. Come on, light up. Which way do I have to turn in? Wait. This way? Nice. No, do not. I just try to see if this is also a bulldog repeater. Fine, let's reattach it. Wait, back. Okay. Lock the ports.
Weapon systems disabled. Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
2 bulldogs and 2 badgers. And we got ourselves 4 lasers. Back for another mission. Bounty Hunter. You have a low risk target. Low risk target, another very low risk target. Medium risk. I do not know if I should risk it for a medium risk target. Let's go with this one first.
Landing gear retracted.
Back to Hurston. It's not Hurston, it's Microtech. Let's fly back to Microtech.
Quantum travel complete.
Looks like it's on this side of the planet. Nice. Hit left Alt C for the cruise control. Indicated by this arrow up here. Yeah. And I like the Mustang Alpha. It was my first starter ship. This ship I upgraded to the Constellation Andromeda. Invested a bit real money to upgrade this ship on the other, my main account. But with this account here, just stay in the game, earn ourselves our ships. Enter the atmosphere. It's still flying at full speed. We're about 20 minutes into the game. This is our second bounty mission. First one to upgrade our Mustang, the second one to test the new loadout. Don't forget to disable the cruise control with left Alt C again. Then switch back to the SEO mode. Enable your guns. I often forgot to switch back and then I ask myself why I can't shoot.
Contact.
A Pisces. Another Pisces. Okay. First time that I see a Pisces as enemy.
Shield hit. Target has been destroyed.
Where is your friend? Something's off with my ship, it keeps turning to one side.
Target has been destroyed.
Okay, one, maybe the other one. There's the other Pisces over here. Small rocks to mine. Now let's find ourselves a mission that pays well. Oh, I forgot to turn on the nav mode. Why we're so slow. Oh, we're out in space. It looks okay. I don't know why it turns to the right side. Alright, let's go for another mission. We're on the third session. We're up to 116k. On mission, usually there is a mission around Microtech where you have to board an 890 jump. I think it's good fun, but not available at the moment. Last time I tried it, criminals, there were PvE ship just flew straight into the 890 jump and the mission failed. It was kind of weird. Wrecker's permit for low risk targets. We did enough very low risk targets. Now we could go for a fee and up a rank. It's kind of strange because for Microtech could go up to medium risk targets. The bounty hunter skills needed certification permit to hunt down targets. We leave this for later. High risk target. I think I wouldn't go for a high risk target with the Mustang. Benched bounty. There are no FPS missions available. Kinda weird. Let's go for an investigation. A missing client. Microtech cave. Usually these missions are okay because you run into the cave. Then somewhere at the end there is your missing person. I had to clear the route with C. Do it manually. Don't pass emergency shelter.
Quantum trap.
This just looks awesome. That's we're on the dark side of the planet. Wait for the quantum to finish.
Quantum travel complete.
Or 42. 42 is okay. 43. Turn on the lights. There is no indicator if you turned on the lights or not, so just check the outside. There's this small light. Really hope this marker doesn't disappear. We were on some cave missions. We were in range, the marker disappeared. We had to just aim straight to the cave because Finding a cave in the dark. Nearly impossible.
Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
Somehow the ping bit laggy today. Can't spam it. Oh, our light seems to work. Back here, where? This is weird. I think I need to do this in third person view. Whoa, stop, brake, 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 brake. We should be able to land down here. On gear. Cave would be much better in daylight. Turn off the engines. And it the right way. Let's get out. They added some investigation markers. Now we can see outside. We enter this cave. But I've brought a mining attachment. Bounty entry. Huge. Dead end. We crawled through here. Kinda scary. Clearly wouldn't do that in real life. Bit more to the other side. the first person view. Try the right side. Now why am I stuck? Because of my backpack. I can't see my backpack, but it gets me stuck in. Let's go back to the ship, unequip it, and then try it again. That's a lot. I really like to see the inside of this cave. One. Up. Over here is my ship. Let's try to unequip it. Are we on Microtech? Yes, so I'll be able to breathe without my helmet. So we unequip the backpack. Let's re-equip the core, the helmet again. Got the FS9 but no ammo. Never mind, leave the other part. Go. Let's go back and try this one more time. There. Was up here. I'm already lost. And over here. Crawled there. Oh. She just face planted? This time it works. It was really the backpack. Just now. We have some investigation markers around here. You have to take care sometimes. If you fall down, you die instantly. Same for this one over here. Over here. The backpack would be visible. We could tractor beam it inside. Find some rocks. Then backpack. Find a way. Thought this was one of this small caves where you can enter fast and you run inside, run outside, but no. Cave was the biggest one. Okay, this seems to be the other way. Next part of the cave. Or did we go back to the first part? Just give me one of these investigation points. Here. So according to the sound, this is the first part of the cave. We have to go down there? I'm confused. Really don't know because I don't want to jump down and then die. What leads up there? What's up here? Nothing. Wasn't the beginning. "25 meters. I think we're getting the first station. Hold shift, run, and jump. First one. Got one over there. Do I really have to go down? If you see these yellow markings, usually an indicator that you can go back up if it would work. Come on. Yes, now worked. Before we go down there, just investigate the other over there. Came from here. Check the left side. Station point. Put it down here. I think there is no other way than go back. Come on. We made it. Close. Can't see down here, but there is marking. Somehow way back up. Check if we can go down here. Looks a lot better. Do not fall down there because die. Down. Crawl. Confused. Goes there. There's 3 points up there. Don't know how to get there. Oop. Bad landing. One more time. No way over. Would you please go up? But again, here. Let's check over here one more time. Maybe we missed something. Go down here, all down. Oh, you way up. Come on. Sometimes the grabbing doesn't work. According to this light, there. Go up there. Edge maybe. One more time. Come on. Crap. What am I doing wrong? So let's try something. Come on. Please unequip the arms. I thought I tried to unequip the arms and then stand on the box. Whoa. Oh, thought there is a big hole. Oh. Get up here. There. Next one. Doesn't work. Why won't you grab? Maybe they just fooled me into thinking I need to go up there. Come on. Again. Walk faster. Let's find the way out of here because can't see any outcome in the next few minutes and it gets a bit annoying. Just here. It was really nice to see this cave, but now let's go back. It was nice to see it, but it's a bit annoying if you can't jump up and it doesn't grab and doesn't work. So this is Star Citizen. One side you get your adventure. The other side you're a bit frustrated because you can't finish it. I'll leave the backpack in there for now. Let's abandon this mission and ourselves a new one. Because investigation. Olympus Principle. Let's do not do them. Let's go for the active bounty evaluation. This should be a FPS bounty. After that we can do bunker missions. Turn off the light. Enter the pilot seat.
Engine systems in.
Try to get ourselves out of here without crashing. Worked.
Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
Once more I forgot to switch the mode. Still not used to the master mode because it would have been a lot faster. Obstructed? Ah. Looking straight into Microtech now. Find orbital marker. Let's use the map. I think it's easy.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I think we were able to get through with 50% hydration.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Hopefully we find something to drink within the bunker. Inside the bunker. Hello, quantum drive. Press the middle mouse button 3 times to switch the different modes. Oh, it
Quantum
works.
travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged.
Hopefully we got some sun over there. Yes, we do.
Quantum travel complete.
The Ninth has took over this processing facility. We have to take care because there are turrets that are shooting you down. They're really aggressive. They, I think it was about 2.5 kilometers range. Maybe we can land behind a hill or something. Not hit them. Light. A light still on? Yes. Too cloudy. Ship is still behaving a bit strange. But could also be the wind. Brake, brake, brake. Let's hide behind here. Walk the rest here. We should use the landing gear to land. Turn off your engine, because if you don't, wind could blow your ship away and you're stranded. Do I really have to walk this slow? Come on. Maybe it's a bit better down there. Maybe I could have landed a bit closer, but really don't want to lose the ship. Because if we lose the ship, we lose our 2 looted guns. Only the guns you buy at the shops stick to the ship if you have to claim it. Suit starts freezing. These are these nice little details in this game. Still 1.2 kilometers. Note to myself, let's cut this out in the video. Down there, we almost made it. Let's do not break our legs. Next time we try to fly a bit closer. You never know. These turrets are really, really strong. Looks like the sun is rising. We head inside the bunker. When we get out, we fight. After this mission we can check how much money we have, because maybe we could rent ourselves some... see. This turret was shooting over there. My Mustang is standing there. So. Even behind the hill and they're still shooting. You never know. Let's just keep a safe distance and get back out safe. Somewhere around here was another ship. Saw a marker, but I really don't know where. Never mind, let's go inside. Got 37 bullets left. Should be plenty enough to get ourselves some more guns. And I forgot to equip the backpack again. We're a bit restricted with the loot. Really need to find something to drink. Sometimes there are loot boxes over here. Okay. Oh. Just completed our bounty. Maybe.
Look at it.
Come on. Nope, we're out of ammo. Tractor beam. Completely missed that.
The gun.
This is why you should bring a tractor beam.
Down.
Here.
We need to find them now.
Another one coming over there. Right side is one more. Two more. One. Oh, right onto the last bullet. Drop this gun. Pistol just in case. Never know. He should have the right ammo. Yes. Right pants. Now let's check this bunker for some more loot boxes. I heard the door. Better an elevator. Usually enemies spawn through the elevators. Boom. They open up and new enemies get in. Guns. Guns. More. I think guns do not disappear. No loot box. Ah, there is one. What's gun? This will be a really nice helmet, but poor got the backpack. That's a bit annoying, but stuff happens. 35% left. Maybe back here, there is one. Come on. Okay. Med gun. Refills for the med gun. To heal yourself, hit B. Heal yourself. What's this? Loot. How many canisters? I think it's for a mission, but I don't know which one. No loot boxes. This is Widow. This illegal stuff, maybe. Yeah. This is bad because if we would have landed right in front of this bunker, we could bring this Widow outside and sell it, but not possible at the moment. I found another loot box. Still nothing to drink. One. There's nothing to drink, but we got ourselves a really nice sniper. Worked. Okay. Let's go back to the ship. We're at 128k. I think this should be enough to rent Atlas and the Rock mine, maybe? Let's check it out. If we do make some more money, then schedule this for the next video. Nice. I saw this ship over there. Where's mine? No. I came from this direction. My ship should be over there. But no. I think this guy got my ship down. Let's check around here. Maybe there is another ship. Maybe I saw something else. Hopefully I saw something else. Because there is no ship here. We are stranded. Nothing back here. Yeah, look at him. Now he's shooting at someone. Oh. Someone just crashed. There. Oh, this poor little guy. This small ship against the Vanguard. I think he's not able to survive that. But you never know. I would really love to see this guy's name, so I could ask him to pick me up somewhere around here. And the turrets are shooting at him. The other ship is shooting. This is what I love about Star Citizen. There are so many unexpected, how do you see, situations. Yeah, I lost my ship, but this was really interesting to see. He's still alive. He has the advantage that he has a smaller ship and he has a faster turn rate, but I think the Vanguard is too hard. Barely can't see them. Where are you? Oh. Let's walk back in the direction of the ship, because even if the ship isn't there, we could leave our body there and we're in a range where we won't be shot down by these turrets. So just go up there behind the hill, then backspace and go back to the station. I could set up a beacon. Maybe someone can pick us up, but I don't know if it's enough. We have 27% left. They are gone. You're really never safe in this verse. Because Sometimes it's just the bugs who they kill you or fly too fast. PvE enemies. Sometimes there are also other players who kill you. But you never know. I think I was back there. Let's try to go as far we can. And after we died, we spawn back in, get ourselves the nice suit, this white undersuit and the helmet, one you get after you die. Then we fly back down, loot ourselves. Hopefully it does work with the loot, because lately it's somewhat hard to loot yourself, because most of the time the UI won't open, instantly closed. We'll try. Floating rocks are a bit strange. We're almost there. Now, where is my ship? Over here. My poor little Mustang. Let's unequip these, maybe. Them get back. And this is nice too, because if you get loot in your ship and your ship explodes, usually the loot ends up in a box. So move. Can't move something inside the box. That's annoying. Maybe you can move it inside the backpack in the box. That works. Move everything we can inside this backpack. We can't loot our body, we can still box. Eat. Pants? Nope. Them. Just no. Would you please stay here? Drop this one. Arms. Take a step back. Or helmet, undersuit. The underwear is frozen. And now we let's suffocate. There is air here. Okay, let's hit backspace and come back again. Sometimes this takes a really long time. If you hit the button next to 1 on your keyboard, you get console up here. Use the console to check your frames per second. The command R underline display info 4. If you enable this, you get your FPS, your low and high FPS over here. The card informations, server time, server FPS. These are the server ticks. And how much memory your game commit. And some more information like the allocated GPU memory. Let's disable it again with 0 at the end.
Ah yes, the terminals should be able to handle your needs.
They gave us one white undersuit and a helmet. Wear this one and then claim our ship. Go back.
Citizen isn't only about humans.
Now, Step 2 is off limits to all staff until further notice. RN Ashcroft, contact.
This white marker, which you see over here, this is your body marker, where he died the last time.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's claim the Mustang.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
40 seconds? That's nice, that's really nice. I thought it would be 3 minutes or something, but either way,
Please visit us again.
just pause the video.
Bye.
See you back in 30 seconds. Now we are back.
Your vehicle has been
Hangar
delivered.
1.
Please visit us again.
Hopefully there are no enemy ships around there. Loot without any interruptions. The insurance gave us a brand new Mustang, but without the guns on this side. This is what I meant before. It's we would have bought them in the shop and equipped them. They stick to the ship. But now we lost them. We unequipped the other guns, maybe they're still there. We'll
Your
see.
journey begins now. All systems operational. Landing gear retracted.
Now we have too many
Thank you,
markers.
and please visit again.
I've forgotten which planet we were before, but we have the history, we have the bounty hunter. It was SPMC 11. Gone somewhere here.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hopefully we are not arriving over the bunker. Would be nice if we arrived the same way like before. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good.
Complete. Contact.
No, 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 no. He is still here. He saw me? If we're low on the ground, sneak back.
Contact.
It's more. $11K away from us. He saw us. Try something. Is he getting closer? Oh. Now he's getting closer. Not.
Docking request engaged. Docking request rejected. Landing gear engaged. Launch complete. Landing complete.
Oh, I landed on the other part of the ship.
Landing complete.
He is arriving fast.
Launch complete. Docking request engaged.
Oh, we're out of here.
Retracted. Shield hit.
Wow. Oh my god, we just lost a wing. Oh. Now let's hit the mountain. Come on. Nope. It's worth the try. Let's hit H for decoys. Ooh, this was deterred from the bunker. Not good, not good.
Weapon systems
Oh, no.
destroyed.
I lost the other wing, but now it's even. Come on. Oh! Too close. Try to hide from this guy. Would be nice if he just would crash into a mountain. There. Come on. No, 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 no. Stay down. Stay. Yep. Saw me. Let's hide behind here, maybe. Come on, boss. Crash. Right into the mountain. Did he crash? Yes. Look at him down there. This is what I wanted. Nice. Perfect. Our ship is destroyed, but we can back to get our loot. Where is the bunker? Hard to steer without any wings. Go low. It'd be nice if we could reattach the wings once that are laying down here.
Landing gear engaged.
It's just good enough that we get our loot back. Still here.
Landing complete. Engine assembly.
Completely destroyed? Not completely. Almost completely destroyed, but we made it. Yeah, equip everything. Where's the other one? Maybe it despawned. Equip them. Equip. Nice. We get the tractor beam out. Can we equip the backpack, please? close it. Nope. I could open up this side. Are there mounting points? No. Just grab these guns and bring them back with us, so after we repair the ship we can attach them. Fit perfectly. One. No, 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 do not destroy my ship, please.
Complete.
Something flew away. Just let me bring. Quiet. Okay, that worked. Let's grab the rest out of here. Can equip the ammo? No. Somehow this box... Oh. It's bugged. Oh. Let's open up the backpack. Move anything we can. Looks like we lost the backpack because I think this box is a bit too big to bring it with us. Yep. Why? Come on. Okay, this port's still working. Oh. We equip one, hope that the other one stays, then right Alt K to unlock the ports. Let's go out again. Because if we equip the weapon, it's a lot cheaper to repair the ship. So, while holding R, you can move the mouse to rotate the gun. That was fast. Do we have another one? Nope. You got this bulldog repeater. Can we have inside the ship inventory? No, that's too big. But there is another ring somewhere over here. There should be. That one that we just routed? No. Rotated a bit. It's getting cold out here. My helmet is starting to freeze up. Let's make this quick. Up there, in there. Place it down. Hope everything stays in there. Nope. Never mind. We will see what's left in there when we arrive.
Welcome. Your mission begins now. All systems operational.
Or Dressler. Obstructed. It's always the same if you're on a planet. You can't set your route.
Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
This poor Mustang. Enemy? No. It's a bug. Thankfully it's a bug. Fort Dressler. And the search stopped working. Let's do it manually.
Quantum travel complete.
There was a time where you had no crime stat when you entered someone else's ship outside of your party, so it would be nice to take this Inferno for a spin, because they're really powerful. But do not want to go to Clasher yet.
Quantum travel
Maybe
engaged.
one day it will happen, but not today.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
If you're too fast, remember, hold B. You will break down in no time. With left Alt N, you can
Please
call the
proceed to assigned landing bay.
landing services. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. Can't brake. Ooh. The gear?
Landing gear engaged. Landing
Landing
complete.
complete.
Now let's
System
check how much it costs to repair this ship. 1.6k. Yeah, let's repair it. Because you could also land on a pad and then claim your ship. You do not have the money to repair it. Did something stay in here? No. Only the undersuit. Why can't we move everything at once? We're holding down shift, clicking every item to move it to the local inventory. They already fixed up the Mustang. Nice. Let's check out what it would cost to rent ourselves some mining equipment. If you want to get rid of this this white marker over here, hit left Alt F, got the inventory, again, left Alt F, actions, player, dismiss corpse marker, and it disappears.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now let's head to the cargo center. You call the elevator, please. This one worked. There's another guy in here. Ouch. This is why you shouldn't run inside an elevator. Because sometimes someone else hits you, knocks you into a wall, or you completely fall out of the elevator. Oh. Got rental terminal over here. The ship before the one which was fighting when he came out of the bunker was this Aegis Avenger Titan. Penguin.
The vehicle.
He really had no chance against this Vanguard. So, the Cutlass Black has some space back in here to load up a rock. Rental fees for 1 day are 42,000 AUAC. 3 days. 111. Okay, 42,000. Let's take a note.
How's it going?
We need a new backpack. This one would be nice, but then we would need a heavy armor and expensive. Maybe in the future if you do some more bunker missions. You have no heavy armor? Let's check. This is a heavy armor. But does cost 8.5k. Ah, that's too much for. Mining attachment. Let's get a mining attachment. Maybe something else.
Hey there.
Move the mining attachment. Equip the backpack. Still not visible, but at least got the space. So let's swap to the mining attachment. Weapons, we just take a gun with us. So get the multi-tool with mining attachment, a medical device to heal up herself, and one salvo frag pistol. Wait, again. Oh. We'll head out once more. Back for some rocks to mine. Perhaps maybe we can make a bit of money while hand mining. There were always some missions inside the cave,
Welcome
which we
to the
seen
ASOP
before,
vehicle retrievals. Your vehicle has been.
but now we just use these missions to find ourselves a cave. Come on. No. I thought it was hangar 1. I pushed the wrong button. It's always the same. Entering the elevator, forgetting where do we need to go. If you've hit the wrong button, just hit the next one. The elevator takes you there.
You are clear to launch.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operate.
Okay. It's 2 wings again. Works.
Launch complete.
It worked without the wings, but it was not that stable and it arranged to
gear
fly.
retracted.
And we check for the missions.
Thank
Contracts.
you, and please visit again.
Now. Investigation. Alex? No. Visit the cave on Microtech. Olympus Principle. We haven't gained any reputation, so it doesn't matter if we take this mission and abandon it. Clear the route. Hit C, and we are off to the cave. If we could see a marker. No marker. Bit confused. There is no marker. On track. Mission again. Still no marker. Let's drag this call to arms. Then switch back to the other mission. And we try it again. Now it's here. So, which one is closer? Let's try Necropolis. Oh, now it's this bug again. He tries to jump to Microtech, but we are already at Microtech, so open the map. Hit C to clear the route. That is gone, and then we manually align to Necropolis.
Quantum travel, engage.
We'll be in the dark once more, but doesn't matter, because we're in cave anyway. I think the sun will rise in a bit.
Quantum travel complete.
For 180. That's a long way to go. Go a bit higher. Here on cruise control. The higher we go, the faster we are, because there is less resistance. After the claim, they completely changed the terminal again. The boost is a bit annoying because it reloads really. If you see this mission in the wake of disaster, do not take it. Because I think it has an entry fee of 200k. And it's a salvaging mission. Unverified salvaging mission? Here, in the wake of disaster, pay a fee of 200k. If you accidentally hit the button, you lose 200k. Looks like some animals in the desert around the water hole. Ships.
Landing gear engaged. Land.
Oh, I didn't hit the rock. Okay. Off the engines. We exit the ship. Sorry, I just had to enjoy the scenery a bit. Windy down here. Not? No. Awful right. If you're mining, you're holding left alt and the mouse wheel to turn up your beam. But do not go too high, because if you're too high the stone will explode. Sometimes you get just a bit of damage and sometimes you die, so just go easy with the rocks. If it gets to this green zone, stay inside the green zone, turn it down a bit, not too much, just a little bit. Keep it inside the green zone. If you hit B, you're changing the mining tool to the collection mode. Great. Thrown in the middle. Mining mode, collection mode. And with collection mode, just hit in the direction of the stones heated to hoover it up. Switch back to the mining mode. Already another rock. If they do not explode right away, it's usually a server lag. Let's give it a bit. Oh. These orange rocks. Dear sir, we are waiting. Sounds like someone's cooking rocks. Already the next one. We try this one. Maybe the other one exploded. We finish this one. The line isn't moving for a few seconds. Just stop mining, because sometimes there's a server lag and you end up in the red part and then it explodes. Hold it right in the green. is already the next one. Worked. Do not move while you're collecting, because sometimes they bounce off of you. The rocks end up behind yours somewhere else. We have some more. Yes, a lot more. You can also collect them by hand. Other one stuck back there. We got it. Currently there is a bug if you are mining collecting into your backpack. If you're collecting, you can go over 100%. Collecting by hand, you can't go over 100%. We are currently 2 hours and about 2 hours and 20 minutes into the game. I think I'll mine for about 5 to 10 minutes more, and we see how much we made. Keep it in the green. Sometimes if I find the right spot where it just wiggles around a bit and it perfectly stays inside the green part. Come on. I don't know which one is worth more. Mining mode, and we have plenty of space at the moment, so we do not care which one we mine. Sometimes when you're rock mining, it's easier to leave all the other rocks than Hedenite, because it's worth the most. Too high. It got inside my backpack. I thought it flew way on the left side of me. Worked. This would be another cave, but no, we do not search for this guy. I think this one sort of a lag because it wasn't moving. could also assign the mining to a joystick or a wheel on your joystick or to the game controller. It's easier for you. On. Still missing one. More than one. We're almost at 50%. Got another one. You will learn how to mine once you were to prison, because it's one of the only ways to lower your sentence in there. There are a lot of rocks around here. There are a lot of web pages around mining. They tell you what is worth, where to sell. These are a lot of rocks. Maybe we would have some Hedanite or something. Let me just check the website. The value. So Hedanite is the one with the most value. Then we got Ophiurite. Then we got Dolomine. Oh. Take these ones first. Dakota. I never know where the green part is, so I would wait to turn it full up. So wait for the scanning to finish to turn it all the way up. thought we can enjoy this in a third person view. Didn't work out. I collected them now? Looks like no. There's still... Oh, no. There's still no rocks, I just saw a marker. Right. 10 minutes are almost up. I think this one is the last one, and we leave this cave. Let someone else search this guy, because I don't. Collected all but one. Store it by hand. More? Lot more. Come on. About the money. Where is my mining tool? Okay. Somehow stored it. Again? Now I lost it. How? Yeah. Plastic Star Citizen. The mining tool just floats around. And we're back. Can we collect them? Oh, let's collect them by hand. Just double click. Looks like we got all. Well, we head outside. And our ship. Right, get back inside the ship and enjoy the rising sun. Look at this. So many times people ask me why I play Star Citizen, because it's just a game in alpha with a lot of bugs. Things like these, completely worth it. Because now, just boost and fly all the way up into space. Just we're below these clouds, in a cave mining rocks, almost out in space. Head back to Port Tressler. Over here, the orbital marker 1.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Bring home these gems. Sell them. Galleria. We should be able to sell them in the Galleria, the admin station.
Quantum travel complete.
We hit B once more.
Help. Contacting EDL landing assist.
Oh, the landing assist. We have to fly between space station. Just go easy. You got time. As usually, if you're in a rush, you will crash.
Landing gear engaged.
Remain stationary.
Welcome to the ASOP. Welcome to the ASOP. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
is still aiming at someone. As long as she's not aiming at us, it's okay.
Ready to shift your perspective from the ordinary to the extraordinary? Ready to reach
Now let's try to sell these stones. Just moved 2 over to Port Tressler just to check. They show up here. Yes, we can sell them. Let's just move all the stones to Port Tressler. Get 7,286. And 5,100 olivine. Then one more time. Action Coast Mitch mismatch. Why? Come on. Try to sell a few of them. 9. Work. Just. Okay, let's end it here. I will log out. When we start next time, I will try to sell them for about 7,000. As always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.